Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Joe.
Hey!
What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Welcome to Trending Week 7, I think.
7, lucky 7.
Lucky number 7. Today
Yes.
is October 1st.
All
It's
right.
a new month.
Happy October.
Happy October, everybody.
Yeah.
We are on the roof of Ridge Point Church.
And it's not on fire.
It's not on fire. It's wet, actually.
Yes.
There's like a 1% chance of rain, so there might be an added element of drama if the rain starts pouring here.
Yes.
That could be kind of interesting.
Yes.
But, okay, so why are we on the roof, Joe?
I don't know why we're on the roof. It's kind of a little ditty here at Ridge Point that you can get on the roof pretty easily.
Shh, don't tell the
So-
don't tell the children that.
That's right. So at some point, nearly everyone who's a member has been on the roof. And
Yes.
so we might as well do a trending episode.
Live from the roof. Well, sort of live from the roof.
That's right.
Okay, one reason why we're here though is we're doing this building campaign,
Right.
Right, and so actually, if you aren't really familiar, we're building a new kids and student wing. We're expanding our building quite a bit, and it's going to be right there, like in the grassy field behind
It's
us
over
there.
the shoulder.
A whole new kids wing will be right there in the grass. So,
Yes.
activity center's over there. Oh, hello, police officers. There's activity center over there. New kids wing will be right there. So
Yes.
it'll be fun to see that come.
What if they built like the trending studio right here? I could
That'd be
see
awesome.
It.
Like the Sky
glass
Studios.
windows. I mean, we'd be on the second floor. I think
like
it'd be
that.
great.
Let's get in touch with the architect, Keith. If you're watching, we'd like a studio on the roof.
Yeah,
now.
we got some questions.
I'm sure that
Asking all
fits in the
them
budget.
questions. Right.
All right, so you ready to hit the topics?
Let's do it, man.
So every week we hit the top 5 trending topics on Google. Try to talk about them from a Christian perspective when it's easy
Yeah.
to do so.
not a drastic Jesus juke, but we do
Yes.
the best we can.
Exactly.
That's right.
We may hit 6 topics today. We'll see. We'll see how the
Okay.
time goes.
All right.
So, okay.
Okay.
Number 1 topic this morning. One I don't know much about. We'll see if you do.
Okay.
The Many Saints of Newark. Do you know what that is?
Many Saints of Newark. Isn't that a new TV show or a movie? I've
Yep.
seen a bunch of previews about it while watching football.
Yes.
That's all that I know about it. Fill me in.
My understanding is it's the prequel to the TV show The Sopranos.
Gotcha. So it's
So
going
it's
to
the
be
same
a huge
universe.
hit. It's going to be a huge hit.
Probably so. I never watched Sopranos. Did you?
I never have either, and I feel like I'm being shunned by one part of my family who, because I have all of these great like Sopranos references, and I'm like, I got nothing for you. I was going to grad school.
Too busy for TV.
That's right. Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, I'm not even exactly sure when it comes out, but so we're totally in the dark about this one.
Okay. Well, you
So
have to fill us in.
You should Google it and tell us about the Many Saints of Newark, and yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it will be a big hit just because everybody loves Sopranos.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, this is just a funny story.
Okay.
Mick Jagger is trending this morning.
Mick Jagger.
Any guesses why he is trending this morning?
No, but I had a little earworm song. You know, like moves like Jagger.
Moves like Jagger, Maroon
Yeah,
5.
for-
man.
Yeah, that was in my head, ironically, this morning. But that's
Really?
all I know. So
Maybe it was just meant to be.
It was. So tell me
Mick
about
Jagger,
Mick Jagger. Yes.
He's trending today. It's a funny story. So the Rolling Stones are playing in, I think, North Carolina somewhere today.
Okay.
So last night, he was just like walking around the street,
Wonderful.
and he got a beverage at a restaurant, and there's a picture of him at this restaurant, and no one knows who he is. It's just like Mick Jagger with this crowd of people, and apparently no one knows who he is. So he posted this picture, and now it's trending. He goes unnoticed on the streets of North Carolina last night.
I wonder how he felt about that. Like, there's probably part of him that says, this is a letdown. I mean, obviously being the center of attention for decades.
Yeah.
But maybe it was like a grace because he's like, I could actually go somewhere, have a beverage, like a normal human being, and not worry
Yeah.
about being hounded by, just crazy people.
I can't imagine that level of fame where like you just go, people are just constantly bombarding you. Like it's crazy. So
Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days.
I hope not. I think here's trending. Mick Jagger is like in the
He's
sky
way out
somewhere.
there, yes.
But, on the roof, appropriate.
That's right.
Are you a Rolling Stones fan? Like
I'm not. Like, in fact, whenever they were like the halftime show,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, like, what else is on right now? And I'm sorry, that's the way it is. I just never. I mean, other bands from that era I really enjoyed, but I just never could get on the Rolling Stones.
I
kick.
feel like if you weren't alive at the peak, you just don't get it. There's gonna be
Right.
bands like that we love that our kids will never understand,
100%.
and that's just where they are.
100%. Yes.
But he's an icon still to this
Yes,
day.
yeah.
So, well, kind of, unless you're in North Carolina.
Wow.
All right, number 3.
Yes.
Today's October 1st.
Okay.
So I think October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay, yes.
So breast cancer awareness is trending this morning.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I think that, you always see like athletes with the pink apparel and things like that, and raising awareness for this. I don't know about you, but like whenever you meet like a breast cancer survivor, like there's just like a neat aura about them. Like they know they've kind of been to the brink and back, and then there's plenty more like them, and so they tend to have like this great community of shared experience, and so I think it'd be great at sometime this month if we could all like rally around people who've been through this, and to, I don't know, hold them tight because they've been through some stuff, but also to like learn from the courage of walking through the cancer treatments and things that way.
Yeah, just the resilience of it. Yeah,
absolutely.
And unfortunately, it's a very common thing. Like I'm sure everyone knows someone who has had breast cancer. So
they have the thing during baseball in particular where they like stand up for cancer, and people stand up and have like those signs, right? And they like everyone has like a name they put in the little space on that card. It's like this thing has really impacted everyone that we probably know in some way, tangentially or directly, and so it's something to be mindful of during the month of October.
Yep.
October's also Pastor Appreciation Month.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. I'm not a pastor, so appreciate Joe.
What? No, I think it's Church Staff Appreciation Month.
There you go.
Anyways, he likes Marvel stuff and Taco Bell.
And Joe likes the Bible.
For normal people like you and me.
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, so those were the top 3 this morning. So I'm going to
Okay.
hit a couple from yesterday since it's still early in the morning.
All right.
The Bengals are trending. Did you watch the game last night?
I did, and what a great game. And there's like a neat little subplot. So the 2 quarterbacks on those 2 teams played against each other in a national championship game. So it was like kind of a rematch. But I think the big story there is just how these young players are like getting great play time. And I just think about like as early as they could probably imagine, they wondered if they could play professional sports, and here they are doing it. I just think that's a neat thing to see in the lives of young athletes. And so all their hard work and the community around them, I thought was really cool. So it was a good game last night, probably better than everybody thought.
Yeah, I mean, Bengals and Jaguars, you don't necessarily think of that as a terrific matchup necessarily.
But those poor Jaguars, they've lost 19 in a row. It's like, oh. So hug a family member friend who's a Jaguars fan.
Did the Jacksonville Jaguars win the Super Bowl last year?
Oh, you're serious? No.
Will they ever win the Super Bowl?
Jason, I can't predict the future. But no, they won't.
Maybe the Jags need to go get Tim Tebow. They were this close. Like, he made the team, but then they cut him last minute. So maybe it's Tebow time in Jacksonville.
Do you really think...
Hey, what have they got to lose?
A whole lot more. I mean, they've already lost a whole lot. So,
Tebow, I know Tebow's what. Tim Tebow, hello. We're rooting for you. Go get a spot on the Jags.
All right.
Okay, anything else on the Bengals?
Nothing else.
It's exciting last-minute field goal from what I understand. So
It was a good game.
Good game. Okay, number 2 yesterday, another one that's near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
Speaking of Marvel, Venom, the sequel to Venom came out last night.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Venom?
I don't, so lay it on us.
Okay, so Venom is a Spider-Man villain.
Okay.
But who has become kind of an anti-hero. So this anti-hero stuff's kind of this new trend in superhero movies.
Yeah.
And so this is a sequel to the first Venom. It's kind of a darker one. That yesterday or a couple days ago, the trailer came on. Trailer's kind of scary. My 4-year-old daughter did not like it. Like, it is kind of a spooky. But I think one reason why it's trending is the rumor is Marvel is famous for having a post-credit scene, right?
Yes.
You have to stick around after the credits for some kind of bombshell little clip of the next movie.
Yeah.
Rumor has it there's a big one. I don't know what it is. There's a big post-credit scene. My guess is that Venom is going to become part of the MCU. Right now, he's not technically part of the Avenger world.
Right.
But I'm guessing the big jaw-dropping bomb at the end of Venom is that he is going to somehow join the Avengers MCU world.
I mean, how do you?
I can tell by your face you don't really care.
No, but no,
it's big news.
Yeah, how do you like join the MCU? Like, is it like, are you the 5th caller? I mean,
Well, okay.
How does that work for the rest of us who don't know anything about this?
For years, there's been this battle between Marvel, who Disney owns Marvel, and Sony.
Okay.
So Sony owns Spider-Man, Disney owns Marvel. So there's always this, okay, if there's a Spider-Man character, who owns that right? And so in recent years, Marvel and Sony have worked together more and more. So historically, Venom has been a Sony character, but there's been some inklings that they're going to try to combine the universes.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't seen the movie. That's just my guess.
So this thing really isn't about like these characters any longer, but it's like the companies who own the characters. It's kind of like the Book of Ruth, where Ruth is not really about Ruth; it's about Naomi. It's really not about Naomi; it's about King David. And so like it's like the story within a story type thing. So is it kind of like that?
You just blew my mind, man.
Hey.
Way to go.
Hey, all those tuition dollars really paying off at this point.
A couple weeks ago, you somehow figured out a way to talk about hockey when we were talking about woolly mammoths. Now we're talking about Marvel, and you pulled in Ruth and Naomi. I'm very impressed.
I wonder if there's a spiritual gift of random facts.
If so, you have it to the nth degree.
Yes, Lord. Give me a great...
That is awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, I might wait for this airplane.
Air capital of the world.
Tim Tebow's flying over us right now.
On his way to Jayville.
Okay, last one. We're going to hit 6 today because there's a lot of them are just quick, random
Look at
things
us,
today.
man.
6 topics today.
Yes.
Just because I think that's another cool one. So, do you know the name Rodolfo Gonzalez?
Rodolfo Gonzalez. I do not.
I did not either. So this is another one of those. Several weeks ago, we talked about the Google Doodle.
Yeah.
So Google, I think pretty much every day, changes the image on their homepage to honor some cultural figure.
Yeah.
So today, they're honoring Rodolfo Gonzalez. His nickname was Corky. So he was a civil rights activist. He was also a boxer.
Okay.
But he became a civil rights activist for Chicano, which is another from like Mexican American people, and so he became just a civil rights activist and did a lot of really cool things with his life. So, really cool story.
Yes.
I wanted just to talk for just a minute about. I like that Google does this.
Yes.
They don't have to do that, right?
No.
Like we don't change our homepage every day.
That's right.
But Google uses their platform to shine a light. I didn't know anything about this guy, but this morning I read about him, watched a little video about him.
Yes.
And now I know kind of an important figure in history. So I think it's cool. It's kind of trendy, no pun intended, to kind of trash the tech giants. You know, like everyone's trashing on, Facebook's evil, Google's evil, YouTube's evil. They're too big.
Right.
But so Google, not only are they highlighting him, but they hired an artist to do a series of artwork about him for today.
Wow.
They did like a 4 or 5 minute film about his life. They interviewed his family.
Wow.
So, one little pin on the map. One day on Google, they're highlighting this guy, but they put considerable time and effort and money into highlighting this guy's life and teaching us about this important figure.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cool idea. How else can we do that? Like, how can we take something like that in our normal lives and just...
Yeah, I think it speaks to one of the instincts of the Christian faith, which is to show empathy and benevolence and to love our neighbors. And the way that we do that is like take a look at like the definition of existence philosophically is to be pulled from the background. So like you and I, all of us, we will walk by hundreds of people today perhaps, and we won't even notice them. Like they'll just be kind of scenery in the scene that's going on. But if one of those people are people that we know, like we pull them from the background and we give them space in front of us and we pull them into existence, right? And I just think that if there's a tribe of people who should be good at what Google is doing, it should be the church, who honors stories, who pulls people from the background, who celebrates what God is doing in and through them. They're on the very basic level, they are created in the image and likeness of God, right? They're a marvel, they're a wonder. But also we can point to what God is up to in and through their lives. And so a boxer who used his platform to try to pave the way for people like him to have more equal rights. I mean, that's a risky way of life. It's daring, it's courageous. All of those are values of the kingdom. And so Google is doing something that the church has always done, and I think we should continue to do more so in an increasing measure, because every single life around us is wonderful. And so we just have to develop ways of not just being so tunnel vision on my next task, the things on my list, but look around and say, I'm sharing this Panera Bread space with all these people.
Yeah.
Like, is there someone in this room that I can pull from the background into the foreground? I mean, ironically, that's one of the good things that Panera Bread does. If you ever go into Panera Bread, the person who's taking your order or making your food, they're on their name tag. It has their name, but it also has something that they enjoy.
Yeah.
What Panera Bread is saying is, we're not going to allow customers just to see this person as a cog in the wheel of the next thing that's on a customer's list. our employees are people, and they've got other interests in life other than making sure the coffee's warm and on time and stuff. So, I think that instinct is something that we do within the body of Christ as well.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think that's. Yeah, you're right. The church has historically done that, but we have a lot of room for improvement too. So I hope we can continue to do that.
Amen.
So.
Amen.
Okay, anything else for today?
I don't know. Like, I kind of like the roof.
It's kind of nice. Can we move our offices up here?
Stand-up desk.
Yeah.
I don't know, Keurig machine up. Hopefully there's an outlet up here somewhere.
I haven't seen any, but we'll run several long extension cords.
There you go. Daisy chain it all the way down.
Yes, I love it.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing. Okay, well, hey, thanks for doing this show. Appreciate it. So I encourage, Google Rodolfo Gonzalez. Learn a little bit about him. He's got a really cool story.
Yes.
And come back again next week. We'll do this again.
That sounds awesome. Maybe on the roof, somewhere else.
Yeah.
You have any ideas for us? Let us know.
Hit us up. What should we do next time? We're running out of ideas. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.
All right, see ya.